Okay, so we are, this is Pam and Renee Untamed with our podcast today. And today we're going to look up online. Pam has this bidet in her beach house. And she doesn't want the bidet because we recently looked up how to use a bidet, and that was a disaster. So we're looking up now how to remove the bidet from your beach house, right?
Remove the bidet.
Remove the bidet.
But this is a real bidet that's attached to the floor. This is not one of those phony bidets attached to your toilet seat.
Which shouldn't matter because it says how to remove a bidet, the complete guide.
Okay, then. We have a complete guide. We're ready to
and
go.
it's how to remove a bidet seat, everything you need to know.
Well, let's see.
Okay. So first of all, it's asking us if we're concerned about the health implications brought on by the continuous use of bidets. Guess you don't have to worry about that because you never use the damn bidet.
Haven't used it yet.
Haven't used it yet.
Nope.
Okay, but it also says that you may want to relocate it to a new neighborhood, which would then mean that when you use it, since the instructions to use it said that we had to take your pants down and take your undies off. If you move it to a
toilet first,
right? And so if you leave your toilet there, and then you move the bidet to a new neighborhood, that means you have to run to the new neighborhood with your pants down.
Now, are we talking physical neighborhood or just another room
just
or
this
another
neighborhood.
floor? Okay.
Okay, and it says, or maybe you want to relocate it, remove your old unit, and replace it with a new one. How do you remove it?
Okay.
So
let's see.
You remove the bidet by disconnecting the water supply lines. Now, there's duh.
We could do that. I can understand that part. Yes, indeed.
From the floor. Okay. Next, you have to detach the bidet from the sealant by twisting the fixture till it comes off.
From the what?
From the sealant.
Oh, the sealant. I thought
you have any sealant? So you have a bidet in your ceiling, and you want to remove it. No, you have to remove it you have to detach the bidet from the sealant by twisting the fixture. Now, I don't know if they mean what fixture here. The bidet? Do you twist the bidet or do you twist
my bidet's as big as a toilet. It's going to be hard to twist it.
Okay, you're supposed to lift and shift your unit.
Okay.
And then it says if you're worried about damaging your bidet, seek professional help. So which could mean that you have to go see a psychiatrist if you accidentally damage your bidet. You may need therapy.
I thought this was our professional help. And doesn't everybody go to Google for professional help?
Absolutely.
Oh, my God.
It's a simple DIY project, it says. But sometimes it may require professional help. I'm talking about... Again, this could be
thing. Yes.
This could be the psychiatrist because you damaged your bidet and you have to go get professional help. And that can be expensive, it says.
Oh, of course.
Okay, so it says, in this article, I'll go over the most important steps on how to remove a bidet, how to install a new one, and suitable bidet alternatives if you wish to stop using bidets altogether. Okay, so this is going to tell us what we could do other than use a bidet.
Well, since
like
we don't
take a
use
shower?
a bidet, maybe we're already doing alternative stuff.
Maybe we don't know what we're doing.
Okay.
Check the safety precautions. Safety comes first in all DIY projects. Before you attempt to remove your current bidet, make sure you follow these safety precautions.
I'm afraid. I'm very afraid to hear what they are.
Read the manufacturer's instructions before you begin the process.
Hold on.
Okay, you have no instructions.
We got this bidet came with the house, and we've owned the house for like 18 years and never used a bidet, so I don't think there's any instructions.
Okay, but in my opinion, reading instructions before you begin a process is useless because how the hell are you supposed to remember what you read when you start the process?
At our age, we don't remember
anything.
So there you go.
Skip that step.
All right.
Wearing gloves while removing the tiles and fixtures will protect your hands from small cuts and scrapes.
Duh.
Shut off the water supply before you remove the fixtures.
Okay. Got that.
Okay. If you're removing a bidet with a dedicated electrical circuit, turn off the power at the breaker before you begin. Nothing worse than getting yourself electrocuted by your
Wait a
bidet.
minute, I'm trying to think. I don't think it's plugged in. I don't know that. How would it? I don't know. I'll have to check that out when I go to the beach house.
Well, we don't know if it has an electric circuit.
I know.
Okay. So you may have to read these instructions again.
Oh, jeez.
Okay. These precautions are important for keeping you safe and preventing damage to your home. Also, you'll want to make sure you have the proper tools and supplies on hand. Do we even know what those are?
Not yet.
This way you don't end up wasting time running to the hardware store when you realize you don't have what you need with your pants off trying to remove a bidet.
Okay.
Okay. This is the third time they're telling us to turn off the water supply.
They think we're not too smart. Well, maybe that's right. But I think we can figure out you got to turn the water off.
Okay, but it says before uninstalling your bidet, you need to turn off the water supply to the fixture for standalone bidets.
Okay.
And to the toilet for toilet-mounted bidets.
Okay, well, we only have the standalone.
Okay,
so we're good.
Unless necessary, avoid using metallic tools like wrenches to turn off your shutoff valve. Just use your teeth. What the hell? If you don't use a wrench, as these could cause damage to the retaining bolts and nuts when too much force is applied.
I guess you need something that's not... I don't know any wrenches that aren't metal, do you?
Well, and it could do damage to retaining bolts and nuts. I'm assuming that nuts are the people that are trying to remove their own bidet.
Okay.
No?
You might be right there, yeah.
Okay, one more time. Number 1, locate the shutoff valve at the bottom of the unit.
Turn it off, huh?
Rotate the shutoff valve clockwise.
Okay, got it. Like all shutoff valves.
Okay, flush your toilet and check whether water is still flowing into your toilet cistern.
Except we're not doing the toilet one.
Wait, does that mean your toilet bowl?
I think so.
Is that what a cistern is?
Well, it can be, or since we sell real estate outside, there's some of those septic systems, the old ones that are called cisterns, but we're not using that, so it's
you
probably
should know what a
bowl.
cistern is. You have 8 cisterns.
We spell it different than that cistern.
Oh, that's S-I-S-T-E-R.
Yeah.
If it still has...
No, if it does.
Yeah, flush your toilet to see if water's flowing
Right.
in your cistern. If it does, turn the shutoff valve again, fully clockwise.
Oh, my God.
Here's more about the water. Turning the water supply off ensures that the water doesn't create a challenging condition. But I think they mean challenging. What do you think?
Now, let's see what else it says.
In which to work. Remember, cold and hot water supplies to the bidet may come in through separate lines.
Okay.
The cold water supply usually comes in from the base of the toilet, while the hot water supply comes from below the sink.
Below the sink. Well, there's no sink by my bidet, but that's okay.
Does your bidet have hot water?
It has 2 faucets, so I guess it does. I never used it,
Oh, that's right.
I
Okay.
wouldn't want to use it without hot water, they'll tell you that. Woo!
Oh, there's an experience.
That's it, yes.
Okay. Locate the screws holding the bidet in place.
Okay, that must be like the screws at the bottom of the toilet. They screwed to the floor.
Well,
That
it says
one?
there's 2 main types of bidets, freestanding bidets and toilet-mounted bidets. Standalone bidets are independent units.
Yes.
On the other hand, a toilet-mounted bidet is an attachment that can be installed below your toilet seat.
No, we don't have that.
You don't have that.
We have a standalone.
Here's tools you need to remove bidet toilet seat screws and bolts. You need safety glasses, which is a little disconcerting because if you've turned the water off, I'm kind of wondering why you need the
I
safety
don't know. That's in case you break something.
pliers, but let's make sure they're not metallic.
That's right, you can't have those.
A wrench,
same
make sure
thing.
those aren't metallic. A screwdriver, Phillips and flathead.
Both, okay. And a water
And
bucket.
a water bucket. But we shouldn't need a water bucket because we turned off the water.
Maybe you have to empty everything out of the bowl.
Okay, in this section, we'll explain how to unmount freestanding and toilet-mounted bidets.
That's what we
How
want.
to remove freestanding bidets. That's what you have, right?
Finally.
Once you shut off the water, you must remove the hose that supplies water to the fixture.
Got it.
Do you know where that is?
In the back of the toilet.
Okay.
Or, no, bidet. Sorry.
Okay, don't remove your toilet.
No, wouldn't be good.
That would be a problem. These hoses are usually held in place by tight nuts. A lot of the nuts I know aren't that tight.
That's right.
And bolts on both sides, on the wall side inlet and on the bidet at the bidet inlet.
Okay, whatever.
So the
I have to
hoses
look
have
at it.
nuts.
Yeah.
On both sides.
All right.
Usually these bolts can be removed by hand, but can be loosened up with a pair of pliers as long as they're not metallic.
You can't do it. No, wouldn't be good.
Additional bolts or screws could be fastening the fixture to the floor. Locate these screws and use a screwdriver, not metal.
That's right.
Rubber screwdriver, to remove, or a tight nut, to remove the fixture from the floor. I'm stuck on those tight nuts.
Tight nuts, yes.
I'd like to meet some tight nuts.
There you go. This might get us there.
Toilet-mounted bidets are already installed on the toilet, and you can access the nuts. I've always wanted to do that, and bolts, holding them in place from underneath the toilet seat. As such, these bidets can only be removed by first installing the toilet seat. Uninstalling the toilet seat.
Oh, now we're back to toilet seat mounting kind.
Right. And use an appropriate screwdriver. Remember, that's the rubber one, not metallic, to remove any screws holding the toilet seat in place. Okay, if you cannot access the screws, that's been a problem of mine before, too. They're probably hidden from sight with plastic caps.
Gosh.
So you have to have accessible screws and tight nuts.
That's it. And definitely tight nuts. They mentioned that more than accessible. Yeah.
Pop open the cap to reveal the screw.
All
Woo!
right.
A screw. Use the screwdriver, rubber or plastic, and plastic wrench.
Oh, now we got
Now they're calling plastic wrench to remove plastic screws, nuts, or bolts. What if the screws aren't plastic? What if the screws are metal?
I never saw a plastic wrench. Did you?
Nope.
When my son was little, he had a little plastic.
The kids had those fake.
That's right.
Those tool
little
kits.
Workbench. Yeah.
Lift the toilet seat and uninstall the bidet.
All right. Well.
Once the bidet is out, clean it with soap and water to suppress any pathogens that might still linger on the unit. Ew.
That's it. No. Okay. Now this is back to
number
the sealant again.
We have the sealant. Leaking is a widespread problem that causes. Oh my God! Leaking is a widespread problem that causes a myriad of issues. I've noticed that as you get older,
there is leaking.
There is leaking, or there can be, including costly water damage and repairs, massive mold growth and damage, not just a little, massive, a surge in airborne allergens, and leaking can also cause wet pants.
That's true, depending on where you're leaking.
So can leaving your underwear on when you use the bidet.
Bidet, for sure.
Okay. For these reasons, a sealant is applied to the base of the standalone bidet to prevent leaking. Sealants can be made of silicone, acrylic latex, and polyurethane, among other materials. Probably not metal, though.
Probably not, because you got to have a plastic screwdriver.
Okay. The seal keeps water from leaking from your bidet. It needs to be broken before you can uninstall the bidet. In most cases, rocking your bidet left and right can help break this seal. Woo-woo! Let's rock that bidet.
And
if that doesn't work, use a putty knife to get in between the sealant and the floor.
Oh, golly.
Rock your bidet.
Maybe it's just as well.
Rock
just
around the bidet tonight. Gotta get it done. Da-da-da-da-da. Isn't there a song
Might be better to just leave the bidet.
No. Lastly, hold the bidet with both hands and gently pull it forward from its mounting location. Ooh, the bidet mounts. Now we have screws, tight nuts, and a bidet that mounts.
That's it.
Standalone bidets. Do you notice that standalone is one word?
It did, yeah.
Bidets are made of heavy porcelain.
Yes, they are, just like a toilet.
And you may need help removing your unit from its location.
Uh-oh.
You would need extra help if you're taking it to another neighborhood.
You know how it goes when you move your unit.
Yeah. Clean the area. After years of use, there will be some dirt and gunk stuck underneath your bidet.
Oh, my God.
Usually near the seal for freestanding bidets and underneath the mounting bracket for toilet-mounted bidets. Once you've removed the fixture, it's time to clean up the area and make way for your new installation.
Oh.
Ew. Okay. Sweep away debris, vacuum up any small pieces of tile.
Wait a minute. You're using a bidet. Where's all the debris coming from?
I don't know. Maybe the water mist where it was cleaning the... I don't know.
Not sure.
And what is that debris, actually?
I don't know. Unless it's broken sealant pieces, maybe, huh?
Let's think that's it.
Okay.
I don't know. Vacuum up small pieces of tile that may have been broken in the process. Wipe down the area where your old fixture was mounted. Use a small amount of caulk to seal any gaps between the wall and your new fixtures. Okay. If you're disposing of your old bidet, you need to pay attention to any regulations by your state. I'm sure that if we looked at Maryland's laws, that it would say, do not.
Yes, you're not allowed.
Okay. This may include not placing your old bidet in the regular trash. You think?
Yeah, I think.
Taking your old bidet to the nearest recycling center.
They recycle bidets? Ew.
Ew. Throwing your old bidet in your regular trash as long as you put it in a sealed bag.
Oh, okay, fine.
You got to get a sealed bag big enough to put the bidet in.
Ugh.
Ew! Last but not least, turn the water back on and flush your toilet to ensure that it works fine.
Okay. Well.
Okay, but here's where I'm getting a little bit messed up, because now it says installing a replacement bidet, but you don't want a bidet.
Right.
So what are we going to do with the floor?
Well, that's a good question. My husband thinks you should seal somehow, and I don't know how, the large pipe that takes the water out of the bidet.
I think you should too, because can you imagine
Like
the gases that might come up from that?
Yeah. So somehow we have to seal that and then put floor over it. And then we're going to put a cabinet on top of where it was, because there's no place to put towels and stuff in that bathroom.
Okay. Well, remember in the beginning of this, it talked about alternatives if you don't want to use a bidet?
Yes.
I think this is important.
Uh-oh.
Although bidets are great for hygiene, they can raise your water bill only if you spend a lot of time on the bidet.
I guess.
On average, a single flush cycle in a modern toilet drains 1.6 gallons, which is 6.1 liters. Bidets consume 1/8 of a gallon every time they're used. Combined, the whole toilet fixture drains a significant amount of water. But now that you've removed the bidet, I'm thinking you're still going to be using your toilet, which is the main use.
Yeah, I'm thinking I'm still going to be the 1.6 gallon.
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
On top of that, bidets can take some time to get used to and take up more space in an already congested bathroom. Congested bathroom is an interesting choice of words, because I, for one, do not have a lot of traffic in my bathroom.
No, you don't.
No.
But it could be congested if you did in your bathroom.
Because my bathroom's small.
You don't have room for a freestanding. You want my freestanding?
No. The only place I could mount it is in the sink. And then I'd have to climb up there to sit on it.
Okay.
Okay, if you decide to do away with your bidet permanently, what are the next best alternatives?
Good. Here we go.
Here we go. Handheld sprayers. Oh, this brings pictures to my mind. Handheld sprayers are essentially water jets that can be pointed towards your bottom for cleaning.
Mm.
Unlike ordinary bidets, handheld sprayers offer much more flexibility in that they come with a flexible hose that enables you to aim where you want the water to go, front or back.
But now, let me tell you that you're aiming where you can't even see. And once in a while, don't you think it's going to spray out, not even touch the front or back, and it's going to be on the wall next to you?
Unless you're really good at lining up your handheld.
I know. I'm thinking it's a problem.
And here's my question. With a handheld sprayer, do you go from front to back, or do you try to reach behind your back? Moreover, handheld sprayers don't take up as much space as bidets. You can hook the supply hose to the main supplier of the toilet tank. Oh, so this sprayer is connected to your toilet.
It's going to be a little
And
chilly.
it's chilly. They're easy to install, have multi-purpose uses.
Really?
Cleaning pets can be used as a cloth diaper sprayer and toilet washer. And best of all, pack suitable water pressure to clean fecal matter without using your hands. Do you use your hands to clean? Do you use your hands to clean fecal matter?
I didn't know it was supposed to.
Toilet paper, really.
Oh my God.
The investment in toilet paper is not bad.
Yeah. Somebody didn't know about that when they wrote this article.
On the downside, you still need to wipe dry with toilet paper.
Oh, now they have the toilet paper.
Yeah. What's more, handheld sprayers are not the neatest bidet alternatives. However, they're much cheaper than an ordinary bidet.
You know, didn't they tell us at one point, or somebody did, use the toilet first and then go to the bidet? So once you're on the toilet, shouldn't you have taken care of that there? Because you can't put toilet paper down the bidet. It doesn't go in there.
Well, one good reason to keep a bidet next to a toilet, because
there you go.
If it's down the hall, like some of them said, or in another neighborhood,
it's a long walk.
You got to go back and forth
with your pants around
down
your ankle,
and with the toilet paper.
That's true.
But they say you can also use wet wipes. Wet wipes beat dry toilet paper.
Okay.
In almost every aspect of hygiene, effectiveness, and comfort. If you're not ready to go back to bidets and other water-based cleaning methods, wet wipes are a better option to consider.
Does that mean you just don't shower anymore? You just use a wet wipe?
I don't know.
I mean, it sounds like it. I mean, come on.
But if you do, make sure you use the wet wipe on the rest of your body before you use it on those parts.
On that part, yes.
Yeah, that would be bad.
Not good.
Okay. Wet wipes are dipped in mild detergent and fragrance, cleansing solution, and water. They're cheap and just as effective as bidets.
Really? I don't know.
I'm mesmerized by this. On the downside, most wet wipes in the market have been misrepresented as flushable when they're not in the real sense. Well, that's the big question. Therefore, we recommend not flushing the wet wipes down your septic tank, as they could lead to blockage. Additionally, wet wipes are not the most suitable option to rely on since their cost
Outweighs the
cost of a bidet in the long run.
Well, I guess I've used it for years and a lot of wet wipes. So they don't tell you what to do with it, though. You can't flush it.
You got to put it in your trash can. So then you have all these
wet wipes.
Poo-poo smeared wet wipes in your trash can.
Yes. Okay, fine.
Okay, but if you don't want to use wet wipes, you can always use a portable squeeze bottle. Portable squeeze bottles come in all shapes and sizes, but essentially they can be carried around. Unlike your toilet-mounted bidet.
Well, that's true. Then I could come by your house and just use it.
So in your purse, you have a portable squeeze bottle at all times.
Yes.
They're easy to carry due to their small size. They're cheap and easy to maintain since they don't have many moving parts.
Yeah.
Portable squeeze bottles can also carry warm water, which relieves hemorrhoids.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
How are they keeping it warm in their purse?
I don't know. Something you carry around with you.
Okay.
Unfortunately, portable squeeze bottles can only hold little water at a go. Ooh. As such, they need to be refilled every time they're used. But due to their simple design, you can place the spout closer to the soiled area and control the amount of water that spurts out.
That way, see, the accident of spraying the wall isn't going to happen as frequent as if you use the hose.
But wait, there's another alternative here. You can switch to a camping bidet.
Oh, didn't know about this.
Okay, are you always on the move and need to carry your bidet with you?
Well, we are on the move a lot, Maybe we do. We just didn't know we needed to,
Have you ever felt the need to carry a bidet? A camping bidet, like the Keatsum portable camp shower, which is on Amazon, is what you need.
Okay.
These devices are larger than bottle-sized portable bidets, but smaller than freestanding bidets. What you'll love about them is the zero need for installation.
All right.
All you have to do is insert the hose in a bucket of water and turn on the motor to activate the spray.
Oh, my God. I can hear you're out camping. All the other campers are fine. You got your motor going. Now they know you're using your bidet. This is not good.
Insert the hose in a bucket of water and turn on the motor.
Yes.
Okay, and camping bidets are battery operated and can run for at least 60 minutes on a single charge, depending on the make.
I think that's a long bidet use.
A lot of bideting.
I think so. 60 minutes?
They also... Maybe you do it every Sunday when you watch 60 Minutes on TV.
then you know the time, right?
They also offer multi-purpose functionality for travelers looking for a camp shower and a bidet all in one.
Oh.
Okay, on the downside, they require more storage space and are prone to leaking when not installed correctly. But it says there's no need for installation.
Yes, they don't know what they're talking about, apparently.
Okay, here's another alternative. We could give up the bidet altogether and
Yes.
move to toilet paper.
Wow.
Good old toilet paper is still worth your consideration if nothing else works for you.
You have to try all the other stuff first. If it doesn't work, now you get the toilet paper.
This all came from as a result of the pandemic. Dry toilet paper is cheaper than most wipes. Disposable tissue paper reduces the risk of contact with waste unless you buy one ply.
Yeah, right.
And best of all, can be used in areas with limited access to clean water. Unlike wet wipes, tissue paper does not wreak havoc on your plumbing.
Tissue paper? That's what you wrap a present in. We're talking about toilet paper.
Toilet paper.
Not tissue. It's a tea, I guess.
It's easy to dispose of since it's made of thin paper that easily passes through your pipes. I don't know. I've never eaten any to see whether it would pass through my pipes.
Oh, my God.
Okay. On the flip side, toilet paper will offer a much less effective wipe than wet wipes. Additionally, some people get irritated by the dyes, perfumes, chlorine, and other chemicals used to manufacture toilet paper. Last but not if you buy Charmin. Charmin is the one that gets your butt clean.
How much toilet paper do you know with perfume in it? I never had a toilet paper with perfume.
I've never opened my toilet paper and sniffed it.
Oh, my God. Me either, but come on.
Okay, last but not least, toilet paper leads to the destruction of trees in its making, which is not good for the
Oh
environment.
my God.
But let's read the conclusion.
Okay. Let's see if we
Removing
can
a bidet
conclude.
completely or for replacement doesn't have to be more complicated than it appears. The tips highlighted in this article will help you avoid unnecessary headaches. I'm not sure how removing your bidet helps you avoid
The headache, yes.
and make the removal process as smooth as possible. If you're having trouble uninstalling your fixture, get in
Or your bidet.
or your bidet. Get in touch with an expert for professional help.
Are there professional bidet removers?
I don't know. Oh, look, the next article is My Toilet Clogs Every Time I Poop. Common Issues and Fixes. Our next podcast is going to need to be about this. I'd like to mention here that Pam and I are realtors, Pam and Renee Untamed. We're realtors, and we're very, very proficient at helping people buy and sell homes.
Very professional.
Very professional. And in an effort to make us more well-versed in anything we may come across, we now can help people who want to remove
Their
or
bidet.
potentially reinstall
That's
their
right.
bidet.
Or get a new one. And
But thanks
install it.
for joining us today, and we hope that this helped and made you laugh as much as we laugh. Tune in next time for what to do if your toilet clogs every time you poop. Common issues and fixes. We will get to that next podcast.
And let's talk about it.
And we'll always, whenever anything comes up, let's talk about it.